I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
I'm going to step off the limb now.
40 years ago, two Air Force test pilots, Michael Collins and Buzz Aldrin, along with the Navy commander Neil Armstrong, rode a 160 million horsepower Saturn V rocket, slipping the surly buns of Earth to explore a world of magnificent desolation. The Apollo program was a human spaceflight program undertaken by NASA during the years 1961 to 1975 with the goal of conducting manned moon landing missions. In 1961, President John F. Kennedy announced a goal of landing a man on the moon by the end of the decade. It was accomplished on July 20th, 1969 through the combined efforts of 400,000 people and $24 billion. 5 subsequent Apollo missions also landed astronauts on the moon, the last one in 1972. These 6 Apollo space flights are the only times humans have landed on another celestial body. The Apollo program, specifically the lunar landings, is often cited as the greatest technological achievement in human history. In time, the space program required a reusable vehicle which could take 5 to 7 passengers safely into orbit, carrying a large payload, dock with a space station, and safely return to Earth.
Bypassed across the board, scooter, no action.
Houston now control, Atlantis on its way. Atlantis on its way, all 3 engines now throttling down as the area begins, as the vehicle passes through the air.
The potential military benefits of space as the ultimate high ground was recognized long before it was a proven means of getting into or operating in space. Scientists and experimenters dreamed of spaceflight and worked diligently in the early 20th century to develop rocket technologies. Missile warning and space operations were combined to form Air Force Space Command in 1982. During the Cold War, space operations focused on missile warning and command and control for national leadership.
2, 1, engine start, and liftoff of the Delta II rocket carrying the Spirit from Earth to planet Mars.
Load relief kick rate is in, vehicles responding. Vehicles recovering very nicely from the liftoff transients.
Operational commands for space continued to mature through the 1980s and early 1990s. The Air Force realigned space roles and responsibilities. All United States expendable launch vehicles were to be phased out for the space shuttle. But in 1986, the Challenger accident restarted reusable rocket development. The Air Force Delta II was specifically designed to accommodate the GPS Block II series of satellites. Delta IIs have successfully launched over 125 projects. Air Force enlisted personnel have played an active role in all aspects of Air Force Space Command from its conception in 1982. From ground-based missiles to weather prediction to joint terminal attack controllers on the ground and everything in between, our enlisted corps is faithful to a proud Space Command heritage of support, command, and control.
Jettisoned all 6 solids, and
the Air Force operations in Iraq and Afghanistan have made evidently clear the importance of the space-based capabilities of command, control, communications, computers, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. Satellite communications are responsible for providing responsive, reliable communication services, command and control capabilities, and telephone operator service to support the Department of Defense and Air Force objectives across the globe.
Down on time, both looking good. We have
The Air Force conducted most of its early space efforts in Air Force Systems Command, its research and development community. Some space capabilities, such as space surveillance, missile warning, and nuclear command and control operations, were the responsibilities of Aerospace Defense Command and Strategic Air Command. A global positioning system unit received signals from 24 U.S. government satellites orbiting at 11,000 miles above the Earth. A GPS measures how long it takes these signals to travel from the satellite to the GPS unit, and then multiplies this figure by the speed of light. This simple equation allows the GPS to determine the precise distance between the satellite sending the signal and the GPS receiver. Accuracy has always been the holy grail of air power. The Joint Direct Attack Munition, or JDAM, is a guidance kit that converts existing unguided gravity bombs or dumb bombs into all-weather smart munitions. JDAM-equipped bombs are guided to their target by an integrated inertial guidance system coupled with a global positioning system receiver for enhanced accuracy, giving them a published range of up to 15 nautical miles from the release point. Further advances in space technology led to the development of the Joint Strike Fighter, which is entering service in 2013, and the already operational F-22 Raptor. These fifth-generation fighters have ushered in a whole new era in warfighting. Thanks to the breakthroughs made in early space-based research, these fighters are more capable and more lethal than any other warplane on Earth. Through the diligence and hard work of our enlisted corps, these frontline fighters are flawlessly maintained, managed, and guided to their targets, allowing for unparalleled precision and lethality. The Apollo astronauts are the paradigm of leading by example. They took on seemingly impossible tasks against insurmountable odds and accomplished their mission without faltering. By displaying the utmost integrity and placing service before themselves, they excelled in everything they accomplished.